Okay, so it's another beach day, which means another bump date reveal. I am 24 weeks and 24 weeks and 6 days today, so I might as well just do a 25-week one. But 24 weeks and 6 days today. It is gloomy out, but I'm still going to go in our pool. We are very fortunate to have it heated for the summer, and it's really the thing that helps my back and my feet the most. Like if I do a pool weekend, like that following Monday, Tuesday, I'm like just fluid. I was gonna say solid, but I'm just like fluid and movement and all of that. So this week I kind of felt more pop, but it's actually so funny because I didn't really eat a lot last night, so I actually feel like smaller than before, but I definitely feel like it's like she's like the it used to be a high up here and it's kind of dropped. This is the thing I noticed the most. I always say it, but I always notice this the most. I've also noticed like a little bit of stretch marks. I did get cocoa butter and some oil. I know I can't prevent it, but that was like my thing this week was like, okay, I need to like, at least keep it smooth and like elasticized and just, the best it can be. I'm totally fine, obviously, getting stretch marks. I have stretch marks. I'm a bigger person. Like it's not a big thing to me. And I've never had them on my belly, so this is new. So they're kind of like right here. You can see them more in certain lights, but other than that, I've been loving walking. I used to do the elliptical all the time, but walking has just been so much easier on my back. I finally got a yoga mat and a pregnancy pillow. I haven't really transitioned into the pregnancy pillow yet. I just started using it like last night, and it's just like taking a minute for me to get used to, but it is really nice and like high up because I have to be elevated because, my two biggest symptoms of pregnancy or side effects of pregnancy is stuffy nose and heartburn, both which I need to be like elevated and propped. So it's not as much cuddling time for me and my hubby, but it does make me feel a whole lot better. And obviously avoiding spicy foods when I can, although I love spicy food so much. But like last night we went out for fish and chips really early, like 4 p.m. So that's why I was saying I didn't really eat a lot at night. And it was actually like so perfect. Like I came home and I filmed, and so I was like sitting up the entire time, and I didn't lay down until about 10 o'clock at night to watch TV. I was kind of laying on my side, and I was like, no heartburn. So not eating spicy food, not laying down after eating. Who would have thought that would cure your heartburn? Not cure, but I had it this morning and nothing even happened. But the bikini for today, so yeah, 24 weeks. So officially in my sixth month, which is crazy. So we're just chugging along here. I think a lot of people still are like, they're always like, how are you that far along? There's no way. My pregnancy is really, really easy because my due date is September. So that's 9 months. So basically the number of the month we're on is the number that I'm pregnant. So I'm 6 months pregnant. It is June. I obviously was a little bit pregnant in December. I found out January 12th. So I did get pregnant in December. So we're going January. And again, I think a lot of people are confused, which kind of makes sense. I'm confused too, so I'm just gonna like whatever. But I think a lot of people are confused that like due dates can change. Like the due date they give you when you go in at like, I went in at like 6 weeks pregnant, like can change. And it does, because they're always like, oh, you're like a week ahead. Every time we go in, they're like, you're a week ahead, you're a week ahead. So my due date has like changed now to a week ahead of what it was supposed to be. So it's like mid-September. But obviously due dates can be 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. It could be earlier, it could be whatever, you know what I mean? So that's just kind of the tentative. It does change because there's no really way to pinpoint. And like I said, in December was our wedding, our honeymoons, we had 2. So, and then that's when we also had our HSG fertility, they call it a test, but where I got my tubes kind of shot through and cleared out. So we had multiple opportunities in December that it could have happened. I can't pinpoint. But yeah, so I found out January 12th. So you can kind of take from that what it is, 6 months from there. So officially in the 6 months, I am absolutely loving my belly. I have been loving just feeling pregnant. I really love the feeling. It's really fun. So on to bikinis. The bikinis, my hair's dry because I go into the pool. And so I'm not going to like strain it or anything right now. Putting product in it. But it has been growing like crazy. Thank you to prenatals and pregnancy hormones and vitamins. We love to see. So this is a really cool swimsuit. I got this off Target online. Yeah, it was really cute. I kind of wish I would have gotten bigger bottoms. So the bottoms are 1X. My sweet spot right now is 2X. I do 2X in the MeUndies. I do 2X for like unique vintage bottoms. So these are 1X, so they're just a little bit tight right here. But yeah, I suppose you could put them up, but they're not like belly ones. You know what I mean? They're not ones that go above your belly button. I just despise having my belly button covered. I don't know why. I always have. I guess because I've always liked my midsection. Like I had lipo. That's the other thing I have to, oh, I should talk about this real quick. I did have a liposuction in 2017 on my belly. So, some people were like, oh, your belly kind of looks like weird, or you don't look pregnant, or you look the same, or whatever. So with liposuction, like obviously it's gonna do what it's gonna do, but sometimes the fat gets transferred other places, i.e. like here and below, and you know, like my legs and stuff like that, my thighs. So sometimes like this area gets a little more bloated underneath the belly, because that's obviously I had liposuction that stopped here. Obviously it doesn't like affect the baby or anything, but it could affect like the way my belly looks. So sometimes my belly kind of looks like kind of tight, I guess. I mean, which is also normal for pregnancy, but I think I'm just kind of like a conundrum because like I obviously started out heavier and a little overweight when I did get pregnant. So I've been fortunate that I've maintained weight. I've gained about 8 pounds total since my first doctor's appointment where I found out I was pregnant. So 8 pounds at 6 months for someone who's overweight is good. If you're smaller, if you're a standard weight, if you're healthy weight, if you're, you know, underweight, obviously people gain more, like 30 pounds, 40 pounds or whatever. But yeah, I read somewhere that like if you're overweight to start, like 14 pounds is fine to gain. Baby girl is like 1.5 pounds, I think, right now. According to the doctor and the app, they don't have the length of her, but yeah. So anyways, that's that. I don't know. I just thought I'd put that disclaimer that I had a liposuction. Maybe that's something, I don't know. But I am getting some stretch marks this week, which I think is cool. Kind of like a badge of honor. At first I saw them and I was like, oh, stretch marks. I never gotten stretch marks on my belly ever. And then I was like, okay, that's pretty cool actually, because there is a life in there. And then this top is an 18W, also from Target. I don't know what the W stands for. Wide. I don't know why they would put that if it's already plus size. But shout out Target for, you know, they have some plus size options. I'm gonna give them that. I still wish that I could find like sexier ones, but this is pretty sexy. My husband did say this was like his favorite one. He saw me come out this morning and he's like, oh, I like that one. So I do think it gives you, you know, your nice cups, some nice cleavage. It looks kind of like a normal bikini, not like those big thick straps, which again is fine. But, and I know a lot of plus size girls have been like, oh, I need my belly button covered, like I'm too, I totally get that. So I get why they make those as well, because, or even if you're standard size, some people just like to have their belly buttons covered. I totally get it. Me, I like to have it out, especially when I'm pregnant. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I've been feeling just really good. My energy is still really good. That first trimester really was the doozy. Oh my God, that first trimester, when I think back to it, I was napping like 2 times a day, sometimes 3. Like I was just napping. And this second trimester, which I'm currently in, like has been, again, aside from the heartburn, but it has been great because my energy is really high. Like I'm still able to work and be on my feet. Like when I do filming days, I'm on my feet for like 14 hours a day, doing cooking videos, all that stuff like that. So my energy is still really, really good. So I'm taking advantage of that while I can. Question for all my pregnant people, or people who have been pregnant, or people who, you know, as a couple have been pregnant, or whatever your case is. When did you do your maternity shoots? Because a lot of people are saying 7 to 8 months. So I think that's probably when I'll do it. Baby shower too. When did you do your baby shower? So I was thinking in my head, August. Is that too close to a September, mid-September due date? Let me know, because I was thinking that, because I think July just feels like really early. But then again, I'm like, it's probably better. We are doing a nursery reveal. We're getting all that set up right now. And yeah, that's kind of the update. That's kind of the bump date, if you will. I'm kind of itchy too. See, this is why I need the cocoa butter. I just got the Palmer's cocoa butter. I'll show you guys. I just ordered it like literally yesterday, so I got it. And I got wide width sneakers for my feet because my feet are officially too big for my sneakers. So when I was working out, my feet were like hanging on for dear life. But all right, let's do a final bump day pose here. We got this side. I don't know what side's my cutest side. I don't even know how to pose. I'm so awkward with this. And then this side. I think this is the cute side, right? And then front. I just love this part. I just think, I don't know, I kind of think it's sexy. I guess a lot of people think that. Like, I just think, I don't know, pregnancy is just beautiful. And I've been loving all of it. So that's why I always try and do these updates. I know they're minimal or whatever, but I really enjoy it. And yeah, we're getting so close. So close. I always appreciate any helpful, constructive things like what you brought in your hospital bag. Because I'm already thinking that. I'm already like looking at, I want to get mommy and me like matching outfits for the hospital. I'm coming home and stuff like that. But any other like little things that like maybe something unique or something special that you did that maybe a lot of people don't talk about, or something you're like, you have to have this. Everyone was telling me about the snoo bassinet on my live. So we got a snoo for our bedroom with her crib. So I was like, okay, I never heard of this snoo thing before. So any stuff like that, greatly appreciated. Like I said, she's coming in September. She'll be a fall winter baby. So again, any sort of things that maybe need extra prep for now, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we're finally done with all the testing. I'm so excited. Everything has come back so great and so wonderful. And that's all I prayed for, was healthy pregnancy, and of course a healthy labor and delivery. And yeah, I really also appreciate all the positive delivery stories. I feel like there's so many scary ones, which again, if there's a scary delivery story, I think people should share them and stuff like that. But I'm glad people are also sharing their easy ones in the live. Someone's like, it literally came out in 10 minutes. It just slid out, which is like great. You love hearing those stories. They're the ones that say, oh, it's like you can't feel anything undone. So I do appreciate those as well, because you know, it just gives you a different thing in your mind. Again, I don't take any of it as like, oh, I'm gonna have a really easy one, she's gonna slide out, or oh my god, it's gonna be awful and unbearable, and I'm gonna just, you know, thinking the worst. I don't think anything. Honestly, I literally meditate with my baby. I pray about it. I say, okay, however my labor and delivery goes, I'm strong. I've God on my side. I've literally got a Moses on my side. And I just know it's gonna be perfect. And I feel like at this point, God has never given me anything I can't handle. So I just know it'll be special and unique to me. And, you know, I'll be sharing my story too. I'm really excited for that. Because I do love watching the stories. Like I said, everyone's stories is so special. And I feel like as long as you don't project onto other people's pregnancies, if you're just sharing your story so other people can just kind of grasp what's coming, I think it's beautiful and I think it's great. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do on this too. I don't want anyone to think I'm projecting anything any type of way, because I have had a relatively easy pregnancy so far. So I just wanted to share that side to it, because I know a lot of people struggle, and I've been very fortunate for this pregnancy. So I'm just sharing my little journey. And yeah. And once again, for those asking, a lot of people ask if I've naturally conceived. I know I talked about this before, but we did do a thing called the HSG test. I mentioned it so much, but I think a lot of people have not heard of it. A lot of people don't like understand when I say it. So it's just HSG. We the 2 times I've had it done. I had it done years ago with an ex partner, and we just called him. Oh no, my gynecologist had referred me that time to one, and it didn't work. This particular one, we just called up this fertility clinic, and when we got there, everyone's like, who's your doctor, who's referred? And I was like, we just called and made the appointment. Y'all gave us an HSG appointment. So that worked for us. I don't know, you could go to a gynecologist and talk about fertility, but we straight up called the fertility clinic and we're like, we just want an HSG test. And they're like, okay, come in. But I think they were kind of confused because they're like, wait, who's your doctor and stuff. And at that point, Moses would have gotten tested too, but we didn't really know. So I was just like, we were about to go on vacation. I was like, let me just, clear the tubes out, because HSG is literally a test where they go in, see if there's any blockage, any scarring, but at the same time, they're also kind of clearing your tubes out. So you have a nice open passage for that. But if that wouldn't have worked right after our honeymoon, we were going to definitely try IVF and stuff like that. So, it was a little bit of the, I don't know first trial test, I guess you could say, that we did. And a lot of people don't even do those tests first. They just kind of go to IVF or other forms of implantation. So we might be looking into, again, my story is I've, struggled with infertility for a long time. Like, I've tried to have a baby for a really long time, and so many doctors just was like, it's not going to happen. Like, definitely don't give up hope. As I always say, I respect doctors, but, they all have different opinions. And at the end of the day, no one's God, So sending baby dust to all you out there who are trying to conceive. It's a special journey, and thank you guys for watching this and doing my little bump dates with me. Like I said, I feel like there's not much difference from last week. I don't know, you tell me. I don't know. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I was gonna say bump date, but I have a cooking video coming. Love you guys.